So in this video, we're going to just discuss the basics of Greek nouns. We're not going to get into the specifics quite yet. So Greek functions a little bit differently than in English. In English, our words are defined by their position in the sentence. So I carry the girl. So I is our subject. Okay, carry is our verb. And the is an article adjective. Girl, this is our object. Okay? Greek does it a little bit differently. If I were to write this in Greek, I could write ego would be I, though strictly speaking, this is not necessary. Pharaoh would be I carry, because the omega here, this also signifies I, which is why ego is not necessary, but we can put it in anyway. And then we'd say tain chorein. Okay? I don't remember the accent. So this is our object here. Now we can also write in Greek tain chorein Pharaoh. Okay, remember this omega here tells us it's I, so we do not have to have ego. I can say I carry the girl. I know that tain chorein is the object because of what is called its case. Because of this ending here, the form of tain, and then this eta nu ending tells me it is the object of the sentence. So basically what I'm getting at is that Greek allows you to mix and match the word order because the function of the word in the sentence is inherent in the word itself and not just the word's position in the sentence. So we also have gender. And for the most part, this is relatively arbitrary in Greek. But we do have masculine, feminine, and neuter. We have gender, we have number, which is singular and plural, and with very, very few exceptions, occasionally you will find dual. Singular will be one person. Plural is more than one. Dual is two. It is very, very rare. You have to go look in the Greek grammar books to be able to find the forms. It is used in Homer occasionally. Occasionally it's used for your two hands or two eyes, but it's very archaic. But it does exist. And then we also have what is called case. Now this is what I was talking about earlier. Case tells us what function the word has in the sentence. And case exists just barely in English, to the point that we don't really notice it. So we have nominative, genitive, dative, accusative, and vocative. Those of you who have studied Latin will notice the lack of an ablative. These three cases here, genitive, dative, accusative, kind of take over the role of ablative. However, Greek is much more heavy with preposition use, and so that sounds overwhelming, but Greek figures it out and makes it work well enough. So the nominative is going to be equivalent to our subject. The genitive is going to be possessive. The dative is an indirect object. And accusative is our direct object. And a vocative is going to be a direct address. So in the sentence, I give the gift to the girl's mother. I is our subject, okay? This would be equivalent to our nominative. Give is our verb, okay? The is an article adjective. Gift. This is our direct object. I am giving the gift, okay? This is going to be equivalent to our accusative. You can also say DO if you're doing English sentence diagramming. To the mother, to the girls. So girls, this is actually a possessive. And this is where I say English has case just barely. We know it's possessive because we have this apostrophe S ending. This is technically a case ending. So this is genitive or possessive, how if you do it in English. To the mother of the girl is another way to render this. So the gift is being given to the mother. Whose mother? It's the girl's mother. So the girl is acting like a genitive describing which mother. So mother is the indirect object or the dative in Greek terms. So Greek, if we were to render this sentence into Greek, which I'm not going to do here because it's complex enough without throwing in a new language, the words can be mixed up into other orders because our word endings are going to tell us the functions. So we know we have a prepositional phrase here, to the mother. That's how we know it's the indirect object. Greek can cut out the to, just have an ending that captures that in there. It's a little overwhelming at first, but once you start to practice it, you begin to unpack the words, unpack what's going on, and take it slow. It'll start to click. And once declensions click, Greek will start to click. So I'm going to do a few more videos on the declensions in particular. Greek has first, second, and third declension. And for the most part, those are also arbitrary categories, and it just has to do with so first, second, and third declension. Those are also called alpha declension, omicron declension, and consonant. And they have to do with the shape of the word itself as far as how the endings are, whether it's using alphas, omicrons, or it's a consonantal blend. So see the next video in order to see how these declensions actually break down, and then we'll start to put them into sentences so you can see how they function.